All right, 5 o'clock on a Friday. Let's do this. Let's hit the books. Part of the Hammer Betting Network, sponsored by FanDuel, alongside the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish. Producer Barbara's with us. Although we got some unfortunate news. You didn't hear this. I don't know how much longer Barbara's going to be with us, at least on Fridays, man. You weren't there for that. So, I mean, if I sound a little down, guys, that news popped on me right before I came on. So, unfortunate. Also unfortunate, we're on an 0-2 best bet start to the week. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to your super chats, your comments, concerns. We will give you a lot more best bets. We only got 2 pending as of right now, but let's pay some bills here. We are indeed brought to you by FanDuel, and you can fire up your Saturdays. FanDuel has a boost you don't want to miss. It's boosting with the boys, and it's giving everyone a college football profit boost every single week, whether it's a big matchup like Alabama, Oklahoma, Notre Dame-Pittsburgh, Michigan, Northwestern, you name it. Wild parlay you're cooking up. We got a Moneyline round robin I just saw before the show. I think we're winning 3 of these this week. Or you know what? Any type of bet that you're making, it's going to be great to boost to the boys. So here's how it works. Each week, FanDuel has given everyone a profit boost to use on the college football. No optimum gymnastics, no invite-only nonsense. Everybody gets the boost. We're talking real games, real teams, real Saturdays with an extra payout on the line. It's easy, it's fun, and it's only on FanDuel. You're going to go to FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. That's FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. Download the app. Check out the Boosting with the Boys offer and get in on the action. Disclaimer, you must be 21 plus present. Select states for Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino. Or 18 plus present DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming after required bonus issues as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit FanDuel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgambling. Help.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gambling helpline ma.org or call 1-800-327-VIDI-VIDI for 24/7 support. Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE New York or text HOPE New York in New York. Well, Maction giveth last week. Yep. Maction taketh away this week, buddy. We had 2 miserable losers this week. What? DeQuan Finn. Oh, that was sick. I can't play against my former team. I wish I'd have known that.
Yeah, that was a killer. Also, do you see he just left the program today?
I did not see that.
So I think he's going to get he's done for the year, going to prepare for the NFL draft. So the NFL draft, we'll see how.
Oh, yeah. I got about as much chance as getting a date tonight with Sydney Sweeney.
His backup, 11 for 38, 147, 3 picks, Henry Hessen. So
that'll do it.
That was rough. And then, you know what? Buffalo, you cannot give up 2 defensive touchdowns plus a 3rd turnover. Yeah. And anytime you're giving up 2 defensive TDs, you're in some trouble.
Yes. Any other major takeaways? Boy, Troy no-showed.
Oh,
I don't know what they're doing at quarterback. The Gilcrease kid got him all those wins. They go back to Goose Crowder. That was just miserable last night. Kudos for ODU. That's the 2nd best team in the Sun Belt. With all due respect to Southern Miss. But I didn't. Not much else. Did you do anything for tonight's games before we get into the chat?
No, you know what? I know we talked about Monday. I was hoping we'd have a little bit richer Minnesota number. And so I'll wait that one out because I don't think it's going back down anywhere. But probably we'll have a Minnesota play, but not in the bet. The best bet we were trying for 27, that type of range. Not going to get there. So small lean on Minnesota. But that's all. And I know a bunch of sharp money has hit Clemson. I got nothing in that one at the moment.
There's whispers on Miller Moss. So that's some of the move, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cheap Louisville money line. I mean, this is Jeff Brom. He gets up for these games. I don't care who's behind center. All right. Fair enough. We do have a couple of pending best bets. We got Jacksonville State plus 3.5. It's looking good. You can still get 3.5 though at our friends at FanDuel. And then Cincinnati. Saw an order come across the screen today on them, like the Bearcats. At 6.5, that's holding steady. We'll have more for you. Let's get to the chat. Miguel Cabrera, $5. Your thoughts on these, please. Missouri State, UNLV, Arizona State, Missouri, Marshall. Also put in a parlay, money line. Of those, oof. I bet Arizona State. I bet against UNLV. I bet on Missouri, number dependent, obviously. I'm not in love with all of them. Any of them. I'm not really against any of them. I think the one I'd be most against, Miguel, is probably UNLV. I kind of like Utah State.
Yeah. I again, same thing with me. Would lean that, especially at the number now. Earlier in the week, they from open 4.5. Now that it's out there, did it ever? You know what? I haven't been
never hit 7.
That's what I was. Yeah,
that's what I've been waiting. So,
yeah,
we'll see. It could.
So of the current numbers on those, that's probably be the closest I'd be to playing. I don't necessarily disagree with you on Arizona State. I think West Virginia is so bad.
Yeah.
So again, that would be the other one, but same thing, number dependent for me. I think it's a little rich. This is by far, we're just from a macro, lowest volume week by far of the year. So far,
there's a few others that have really low volume.
Yeah, and you know what? You're thinking week 12. This is kind of the way it's supposed to be. As the market gets more efficient through the year. So yeah, I would lean with your Arizona State, lean to Missouri, probably the oppo on the other two. But again, nothing. I wouldn't say I have a strong play on any of those 4.
Yeah, 4 against. All right, in the chat, 999. Happy Friday, fellas. Right back at you. Opinions on New Mexico team total over 34.5 at home versus no defense, and back to the Marshall over 62.5. I don't hate either. I've been waiting on New Mexico a little bit. There's been signs that it wants to come down, but
yeah,
really hasn't fully come down, and I'm not sure it ever will as far as the side goes. I think Colorado State's checked out. They're the one program that has gotten 0 interim bump. And they haven't showed up the last 2 games at all against Wyoming and UNLV. Marshall, I can only look towards the over in their games. And Georgia State defensively is pathetic, but their offense has moved it, including last week against Coastal. So over 62.5.
Yeah, again, I understand the New Mexico. So I know friend of the program played them. Understand the Colorado, it's just state. Man, that's a big number, especially across the 14. I know looking at it from a team total perspective there, but I would probably like the team total better than playing the side now through 14. But I hate to be given so many lukewarm opinions. But neither of those, really are striking to me. I saw it at 14. I think maybe there's a chance it comes back down tomorrow, where you see 14 again. So I'd lean that way in the team total. The Marshall, man, I have, there's been a few. Marshall hasn't been good to old Joey K. The old Thunder and Herd, and believing on them in some spots.
They covered last week.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I just I backed them in a few spots where I thought they were the real nuts, but it would be a lean to the over. But again, just so much of the number I think is kind of right where it should be in range.
Reichs also follows up 499. USF minus 10.5. Team total over 37.5. Motivation is there with playoff contention. Thanks. Yeah, I like the team total more than the side. Similar to the New Mexico. Blew through 10. You could still find a 10. Make sure you're not laying 10.5. 10
For
is
sure.
widely available. Team total. I think Navy's defense sucks.
I agree with you. And that's one that to me, like the team total is better than the side there, because Navy Horvath should be back, yes, by all indications.
Yeah.
So they'll be a little bit more explosive with him, or have some passing opportunity. I would still lean USF even at the 10. So whether you like a team total or at the flat 10, make sure you get a flat 10, because there's plenty of them out there. That would be the side. But this is another one. I'm getting a little greedy. I haven't fired yet. Was seeing if there's so many 10s that maybe you get a 9.5 tomorrow.
There's been a couple 9.5s flash. Here's what.
Yeah.
This is in the weeds, but we'll teach you to fish instead of throwing fish at you some weeks. When Pete Thamel or Nakos or any of those guys have the official Horvath is in today, I think you'll see 9.5s, maybe even lower. So wait for that. that news to break tomorrow. That's what old BP's waiting for. I've already bet South Florida at a good number. I'm looking to add a little more. So just wait for that. I think you'll get it, especially with it being a noon start time. You'll get it sometime during college game day tomorrow. That'll probably go out and get announced. Back to the chat. Sean Pico, 499. Use this towards your day with Sydney, Utah playoff bet.
This question's getting me excited because Utah. Okay, first let's chop it up. Did you do anything with them this week?
I wanted them. I was greedy. I wanted a 7.
Yeah.
Maybe it flashed, but I only saw 7.5. I saw they got bet into the last 24 hours. I think there's a side.
Yeah, agree. I did. I ended up, I laid some 7.5 with a friend of the program. I would have loved a 7, but thought this was only going one way. I think if they can get in the Big 12, couple of things here. They're going to want to smash big, right? You've got to get all the style points you can if you can, which I don't think from a committee standpoint they're getting in if they win the Big 12, but you got to do what you can, right? You can't, that's not the mindset they're going in with. They're going in with, we got to run it up and score whatever. But if they get into that Big 12 title game versus Texas Tech, I would love to see Utah get another shot at them.
Yeah, they'll be a short dog. Nothing wild. Probably nothing more than 3.
Yeah.
I hear you. So have you done anything with their playoff?
No, because I have bet some Big 12 at, I think there was 17-1, 15-1. It's still 12 at our friends at FanDuel. Because I don't think, do you think a Utah at large is getting in?
No, they're not going to get the benefit of the doubt.
No, so I
don't want that. So I just them against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's in. Them against an SEC team. The SEC team's in. 10-2 Michigan, 10-2 Oregon, 10-2 SC. They're all in over them.
Yeah. So to me, the playoffs only 280. The Big 12 is 12-1.
Yeah, I'd rather do the Big 12.
Me too, because I think that's the only way you get in. I know that is there a few, if Notre Dame loses, if all these teams lose another game, sure, but I think the realistic shot is they got to get in the Big 12 championship game and win that game.
Yep.
And if they get in the game, you're sitting on a 12-1, a 15, something like that. As you said,
again, they're only going to be like a 3-point dog to Texas Tech, if that. I think people are going to be betting the +3.
Yep.
GOG 499 thoughts on East Carolina under a field goal. Have you heard anything on Lewis's status? I saw an FOP laid it with ECU a couple hours ago.
Yeah,
there is 2.5 out there. I was going to say, there's still 2.5s out there. That's juiced. Friends at FanDuel 3.5. I can only look towards East Carolina. I don't have a big bet on them though this week.
No, me neither. I lean that way at under 3.
I've been told Lewis has been out several of these fucking games.
Just what I was going to say is the Lewis info this year has been sketchy at best.
Yes.
So I'm not – it's one of those where I'm not exactly Lewis is banged up and then he plays great and they beat South Florida. It's so to me, I got to see something a little more tangible right before pregame on his status that I'm not going to bet into.
Agree. Even I know Tulane was the right side last week, but they won not because of Lewis. Lewis threw for 300 yards again last week.
Right.
I'm a little touch and go on there. Now, what I'd like another in the weeds. Let's watch game day. Oh, Lewis is going to play. Watch the line come down. Then I'd be interested in ECU. After that news becomes, I don't know. I think he might play. Mono Sports 499. I called it with SMU. Give me NC State against the Canes. The November slide never fails with Mario +476. I think there's some variance there, but I personally didn't bet it. I don't like NC State's defense. That's what worries me.
No, yeah, there was a game when we went to Wake Forest where I was like, oh, they showed some life, but then you see what Wake Forest offense looks like for the majority of the season. I don't think they got enough gas in the tank for outright. Now, am I going to tell you I would lay 2 touchdowns with Miami? No. But it's another game that the number is just too rich for me.
We've been in a dead zone and it hasn't moved. I don't know if there's too many takers. You would think, okay, NC State. Well, if they were clearly the right side, them 14.5s and 15s would have been gobbled up. But here we are, we're sitting there, and it's been pretty much the same line all week. So, and I understand the hesitancy and wanting to back Miami. I think we talked about this one a little bit on Monday. A lot of the power ratings, including mine, have Miami a little higher here, but there's not a trust factor. There's not a good trust factor. So that's a game I could maybe see over 54.5 if I could ever find it. 55 right now.
Yeah.
I haven't bet the game. 199 for Hugh. We won't pronounce it. You will not catch me on that one. What the heck is going on with this move on Florida? You want to talk about a high variance game? Look ahead. I know it's an inefficient, illiquid market. Was like 7.5, 8. This goes up to 16.5. It's down to 11.5. It's, DJ Lagway. Is he going to play or not? Is Florida quit or not? They look like they quit last week. Ole Miss going for style points. Is Lane Kiffin going to be the next Florida coach? I guess what I'm getting at is I love the price uncertainty. There's way too much uncertainty here. I have no interest.
Listen, one of my guys bet Florida when it was like 14.5 or something like that. I agree. Listen, the number when it had got above 14, just the number was insane, right? No numbers guy, no power rating person's
not even close.
Above 2 touchdowns. With that said, you had the Florida like absolutely like we're dead type of game versus Kentucky, plus all of the lane factors. Now, does he want to run it up? He loves the spotlight in that. I will say let me phrase it to you. I'll pass it back. What number do you need to, because the Florida bet is out now, right? What number do you need to get involved in Ole Miss?
10 or less.
That's what I was going to.
Let's see what the market does with this game tomorrow. It's a 7:00 start. So we'll talk about this game. I don't want to have a bet. You know what I bet? Very low limits, just to have some fun, though. I was told he's going to go to Florida. So I laid the minus 300 there for a pizza.
Really?
For a pizza bet, yeah. Hey, man, who doesn't like, I guess now my options are like Marco's instead of the fancy pizza in Vegas, but whatever. Benjamin Rash, 1999. Every year the McRib has been released, San Diego State has covered. McRib season has arrived at the Nation Feast. Boise's been taking money, though.
Yeah.
You got on this one. A lot of uncertainty here. The 2 times I've really backed up on San Diego State, they've had their 2 worst performances of the season. Boise's had a bye week to get the backup right.
Yeah.
I thought you had a good handicap on Monday. I don't know if this is the game where San Diego State's going to win the line of scrimmage convincingly like they have against some of these other Mountain West teams. I'm not. I want to take 3 with Boise. That's gone. So
yeah, it's toast now. So that's again,
bad weather too.
Yeah, Monday show was like if we get a 3, it's gone the opposite way. So now it's in the complete dead zone. Something tells me Boise gets them, but man, the quarterback situation at San. If they had a quarterback, you could be looking at, like they could have had like a G5, playoff
bid. Yeah.
Yeah. But both of their options, Denigol and Bert Emanuel is not, don't do Jacob, let it burn him. No, he ain't cooking. Don't let him cook anything here. I wouldn't let him cook ramen in my house. There's nobody on the roster that's going to solve it. So we'll see. And yeah, like I said, we'll see what the Boise backup looks like. It was a brutal game 1. You give him a few weeks now. It was a really brutal game 1. So also, where the Mountain West,
where are we at there? I don't know. I thought we had our winner last week with San Diego State, and then they get crushed. Not just lose, get crushed.
Right. So
I don't know, man.
Let's just play it out. If Boise wins, they're probably in the title game.
Yeah, they got a tricky game against Utah State.
Yeah, but that would give them the tiebreaker over San Diego State. and then 1 loss. So they'd probably be in. If
Colorado State's a slam dunk.
This is basically a win and you're in title game for the
I agree.
The next team would be kind of where it gets choppy, but this is a win and you're in type game for the Mountain West.
Yeah, winning you're in the championship game. The conference is out of the playoffs.
Yes.
Kevin Corona, $2. SC State buyback plus 6.5, USC minus 6.5, Northwestern plus 11. I didn't bet did you bet the FCS game tonight?
No, and you know what? Nobody, neither didn't fill any orders on it either. So I got nothing on this.
There was a 7.5. I didn't see it in time. I think it's about right where it's at. I no interest. Solid game, though, for the lower levels. I haven't done anything. Oh, quick announcement. I will be posting. Moreto's been on me on this. So in the Hammer Discord, I'll be posting some FCS tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Before the show. So if you want some FCS, maybe some team totals too. They need action. I got to pump those numbers up. So make sure you're checking that out in the Hammer Discord. In the college football section, I'll have a few in there tomorrow morning. I don't know what a time. I mean, they got it seems probably like 10 a.m., 11 a.m.-ish, something like that. As far as the other games, USC minus 6.5, Northwestern plus 11. I think of the two, I'd prefer. Well, there's not too many 11s left.
No, I'm only seeing 111 left.
Yeah, I did bet North. I made about 10 bets this morning, just picking off the board. I couldn't sleep. I woke up at like 3. Northwestern was one bet that I made. So sorry about your Wolverines, but I can't lay points with them, man.
So I just from reading the tea leaves on the injury stuff, I don't think it's great at a lot of positions. I don't think Rolder I would say is out. Barham I think is out. I know Rod Moore and Justice Haynes are probably out for the year. So
Haynes and Moore are out for the year, like the regular season and postseason.
Well, I don't think either would play in. I think they're both.
Oh wow. Are we best betting then Northwestern plus 10.5?
I hate to take 10.5.
All right.
I feel like
there was 13.
I know. We're late to the party here.
Yeah, I did full disclosure. I did bet 11.5 this morning. So, but yeah, I hear you. I think Northwestern might be live. I didn't know it was that bad. I thought coming off the bye they'd be healthy.
No, I think the only guy they're getting back is Sullivan. I think is back, and
boards lighting up. They know what to do. You all know this show. We don't give out a best bet. You can take to the bank, baby. Northwestern Moneyline. Love you guys. Somebody out there gets the deal. Did you see it? It started lighting up. That's funny. You guys are the best. Harrison Cooper. Look at this. It's really lighting up. Harrison Cooper 999. We are fans of the sport first and foremost. Thoughts on the Rose Bowl not being a regular venue any longer for UCLA? Also, what is our max number on Wazoo? It'd be horrific for UCLA not to play at the Rose Bowl. So I've been there. I've been on the field many times. Took my dad. I was so happy we got on the field. We snuck in. It was one of our, we went illegally on that one. It wasn't like, oh, come in, check out the stadium. No, we went through some gates that probably should have been locked. I don't know. UCLA program's a joke right now. I don't know who takes the job. They don't have a conference fit, to say the least. They're not going to have a stadium. They're in debt. Who wants the job? Nobody. So I don't see a pathway for them. As far as Washington State, you can find some 7.5. I still lean that way with them.
I listened to BBO Stuck, a friend of the program over there on BBOC, laid out like how this is like the worst spot of the year for La Tech. Like they played in Newark last week, fly across the country, non-conference game. They're out of the conference to USA. It's now Washington State off a bye, where it's like I don't know. I mean, the number is rich, though. I will say that.
The hangout for me is, man, I don't like laying more than you know what number was out there early, a lot lower. This Washington State's offense isn't. What are they averaging? Like 21, 22 points per game. Not the offense you want to lay points with.
No,
but I was kind of waiting to see where that would go this week. Hasn't really, once it got out to 7.5, 8.
Yeah,
really it stayed in that dead zone. So I agree with
this is one. I don't think you'll have buyers tomorrow, but if I saw 7, I'm in.
What time is that game? Ooh, that's a late night. Yeah, we got to have. I'm in the bailout game. I think I prefer that one over the Boise.
I was going to say, depending on how tomorrow goes, I might be laying some, 7.5.
Yeah. We'll see. Let's come back to that one tomorrow's show. Speaking of tomorrow's show, we're going to do something rare. We're going to do, I think the graphics will say Notre Dame-Pitt just because it's the bigger game, but obviously Uncle K is going to be on watching his team, Michigan, against Northwestern. I'll be watching my team, Notre Dame-Pitt. So we'll be breaking down both games at halftime. So there you go. Halftime. I think the graphics will say Notre Dame-Pitt, but we're going to do both. I'm guessing the Michigan Northwestern game will get to halftime before. So the way that tempo is going to play in that game. Could be some weather in Notre Dame-Pitt. Otherwise, I'd like the over there, but let's see where that one's at tomorrow, weather-wise. I think if you want to bet Pitt, you wait. I'm just letting you know. I think more money, Notre Dame money might show yet again. Connor Hartle in the chat, 499. Uncle K, what's up with the Northwestern love after the early Michigan steam? Michigan by 20+. I don't see Michigan by 20+.
I don't know, Connor. I love you, brother. And you know what? I wouldn't mind to see it, but I don't. I think the injuries.
Man, that's even worse.
Yeah, Connor, we might be in for. I might not even be showing for that halftime tomorrow. It might be just Notre Dame Bay. If we're down, 17-3, it might be just BP solo. So.
Well, I could be pretty hot too. I could be. I'm telling you, if you guys want to watch a halftime show tomorrow, it will be a good one. It will be animated tomorrow with both of our teams going, and both of our teams road favorites. Could be a tricky spot. We could be either really happy or really fired up. I'll just put it that way. Back to the chat. I got to go to the top. Mason Bryant, happy Friday, fellas. Thoughts on Oregon team total over tonight? My gut says Oregon names their score here against Mini. Thanks as always. Go Hogs this weekend, by the way. I bet this. I like Oregon team total over 34.5. The worry, it's a bet, not a big bet, not a best bet, a bet. The worry would be Sadiq, more wide receiver, less than 100%. If they even play, that would be my concern, but I don't know. I could see Oregon really stretching their legs out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm the guy who's been rowing the boat all year, but they've had a couple of miserable performances recently
on the road against Iowa and the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and I mean, even at home against Michigan State, they got killed, and we got a miracle win in OT. So it's been underwhelming for Minnesota, even though I think this number is way out there, but. I can't defend the recent form of play.
And sometimes you tie in like a little bit of, not too much, but a little bit over money late in the week. Obviously, there's been Oregon's team all week. So it's maybe a 1 + 1 = 3 type of situation. A little bit over, a lot on the side. Well, who's doing the scoring? Oregon, team total, derivative market. I've done a better job at that as I've aged. Mason Bryant also is asking Utah State a go if we see a 7 or a 6.5. Good enough. Thank you. Chat is dead today so far. Well, I mean, when you go 0-2 in the MAC, chat's not going to be live. So they're fed up with us.
It's also just
it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
I probably not a lot of juice. I think there'll be juice back for Thanksgiving weekend. With the rivalries and stuff.
Yeah.
We've had worse seasons where we've had it's been better at, during bowl season, people, no, that's the thing that's on. Let's do a halftime special on a random bowl game. People love it. So The Western Kentucky Old Dominion game comes to mind. Wasn't a good result, but it was an entertaining show. I'm waiting on Utah State. That's a 7:00 kick time. I'm gonna wait, but I plan on having Utah State in pocket. 6.5. If that's what the best number I get, that will be good enough for me. But I'm gonna be greedy. Where you at?
Yeah, I'll be I'll be a little bit more greedy. I need a 7 to play it. So for me, I'm probably not one that I'll have unless I get that 7.
Check out, because we're getting more into the season and we got more data points for both. The home away splits for Utah State, not good. Whew, go look them up. Go see how they do at home compared to on the road. The road performances are really bad, especially in conference play. A couple of no-shows. They did cover against Vandy. Well, they covered against A&M too. What do I know? The 2 road trips in Mountain West play weren't good. Yeah, because I bet them against Hawaii, and then I was wanting to bet them against New Mexico, and they got drilled in both. Action Sports Central, $5. Talk me out of pounding Kansas State at the minus 19.5 number. What is your opinion on Wake, North Carolina? Did you do anything in the Kansas State game?
No, I haven't yet, and I know it's been sitting around there. That 19.5, 20 all week. Listen, Joey K dipped his toe in the Oklahoma State pool one time and got burned.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I could be Kansas State or nothing, but all these Oklahoma State numbers are just insane now. I mean, 20 at home.
Against a average team at best. That has nothing to play for. Noon start, sleepy.
I know.
I mean, I'm not trying to talk you out of it.
No,
I'm not. I'm just can tell you, I'm not going to have a Kansas State bet. They can win by 40 if they want to. Do they want to though? Wake, North Carolina. Damn, man, another game I didn't do anything with. Are we going to have any best bets? Probably. I was greedy with such a low total. I wanted a 7 on North Carolina. Never showed. There was some North Carolina money that showed though in the market.
Do you like? I can't. This total now. I mean, this is a classic. This is like a Wisconsin, Iowa, baby, getting down to 38. Yeah. I could only, and I know the number's gone down, but it would be UNC or nothing for me. In this type of total, the defense has been playing better. Wake Forest offense absolutely miserable. This would be just hint. I think they're a little like this is one I wouldn't mind taking a money line shot. Wink, wink.
Really? All right. I got one for you. Total. I'm looking at the board. Some of these that got wiped out. Must have some point today. There were some cap point discrepancies on some key numbers. Do anything with the Texas Tech Central Florida total 47.5? I bet over.
Well, there's our best number in the market. Our friends at FanDuel. We need some action.
Central Florida run some tempo.
Yeah,
I know Tech had a low scoring game, but I think they want to get the offense going a little bit.
Let's go for it.
You want to go over?
Yeah.
Over 47.5. Best bet. Central Florida, Texas Tech. That was one of the bets I made this morning. Over 47.5.
I like it.
I like it too. I think Tech, if they want to, can get close to this number themselves. It's been a few weeks before they since they really getting out there on somebody. All right, let's see if there's another one.
All right.
You got one?
Well, there's a few. Why don't we do the old?
Let's do the money line round robin. How about we do that?
Let's put that in, then I'll have some rapid fire.
All right, let's do the money line. We got Charles, Jack. We'll get to you in a second. Let's give out some best bets. So that's what people are wanting to listen to. What's the money line round robin? I think we got some winners here.
First one, like Arkansas. This is the most high. I think this is like the most high variance game of the weekend. I like them on the side. Is there still no? That goes. I was gonna say if theirs were still. I like that. I know the 10 gave that. I like that Arkansas play a lot. I think they're super live in that game. LSU, even though LSU, I think they get like maybe a quarterback bump from Van Buren. Like, this is a great spot for Arkansas. This is speaking of great spot. Give me Oklahoma. Give me the elite defense off a bye. Give me this Bama fraudulent team that, we're going to, post-game win expectancy. They're supposed to lose. They should have 6 losses. And they're going to, not this week, baby. Mateer healthier. Just talked about it. North Carolina.
There you go.
Listen, game's probably a possession game, ugly game. They've been playing better. And, it was the 2 teams that I've put in this way too often, and they're playing each other. Tulsa, Oregon State. Give me Tulsa at home versus that wretched Oregon State program. And you know what? This is the week, baby. This is the week.
I think it's the week we can win at least 2. Maybe 3. I got us going 3-1. Man, we need 1. We just need it one time so we can decrease the units. Because everybody looks at the record. I'm like 25 of them are the money line plays. Unbelievable. He's like, 54%, you guys should retire. Unbelievable. Jack Fletcher, Michigan State, plus 7.5, $1.99 from Jack. Yeah, that's where I'm at on the game. 7.5, I'm good with. Where are you at?
It's God damn it.
Milosevic or whatever playing?
Yeah, they got to go back to it. Let's just our friends at FanDuel have got the only 7.5.
Yeah, best bet Michigan State plus 7.5. Boom.
Yeah. They should be healthier. Penn State, I know the spot's terrible.
I think Michigan State can win the game.
At 7 in the hook, let's just do it.
Yeah, I was a little bet Michigan State plus 7.5. There you go. Glad we got to that one.
There's another. All right. Where are you at on Texas, Georgia?
Texas, Georgia. I am leaning more towards the Georgia side. You want to go head-to-head with me?
Yeah.
All right.
Give me the
6.5. We'll go head-to-head.
I'm in.
All right. I think Texas is a fraud. There we go. We got something on a big game. Charles in the chat. Coaching drama. The funniest coach to Woo Pig. Oof.
I can't. Yeah,
you can't do that.
No.
It's horrible.
No.
BK back to work Monday. I really want that one to go to court because I think LSU's a scum program. Sorry if you're an LSU fan. They are. Go Google LSU and a children's hospital charity they took money from.
Listen, this show is no Brian Kelly sympathizers at all.
He should get paid though.
That's right. The guy, you signed the deal. It's fully guaranteed. You owe him 50-something million. You're offering him 25 or 30. Get the fuck out of here. But no, 50. Okay, if it's 54 over 20 years and you're going to give me a 50 lump sum, sure. Then in that case, but you're going to give me half my guaranteed money? No, you gave it to me. Pay the guy this fucking money.
I agree, and I hate Brian Kelly. You got to pay the guy his money. But I do think he's a scumbag piece of shit. So that's why I'm really hoping this goes to court and some stuff comes out. So because I've heard private detectives were hired and all that stuff. So let's get in. Let's air the dirty laundry on both sides. Couldn't happen to 2 better outfits. Mike Norvell still being employed. Ooh, I don't know if they got the money. This will be a big game. Speaking of that game, this is one I was going to bring up, but it looks like the 14.5 at our friends at FanDuel got eaten up today at some point. So whoever got that one, good job, Virginia Tech. Anything I'm missing? I don't know. What are you hearing Penn State? That's been quiet. I heard some Heartline for a while there. Now nothing. Franklin's going to get one of these jobs. If I had to guess, it'd be Arkansas or Virginia Tech.
I like that fit at Virginia Tech for Franklin. I saw the Ed O was like a real report, not like that was like a Pete Namka. If you're Arkansas, what are you doing?
And Josh Payton, Pete, that's the guy they were talking about when they said it would be a good fit and it'd work out well.
I don't know.
I saw him tweeting something about that. I thought they were just pulling a Brandon Walker, just trying to rile up people. But if they were talking about Ed Orgeron, That's terrible. He'd be a total abysmal failure.
And he's 64 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy, you don't want to hire the guy that's at like the end of his rope. But what's he also like? What?
Go look at what happened at that last, year, 2 years of his tenure, on the field and off the field. Unhireable. Cannot hire him.
You had a miracle roster that had like NFL quarterback, multiple NFL receivers, like top of the chain. You know what I'm saying? You had a roster like a Larry Coker at Miami type roster that you couldn't lose with. The rest of his career as a head coach at Ole Miss, at USC, come on now.
Jacob says, I'm hearing the coach from Missouri gets the Penn State job. It'd be a good hire, Drinkwitz.
So I do think Drinkwitz probably takes a job, but
I think Florida would be a better fit. Who's getting the LSU job?
I feel like they're going to go big name shopping, and it's going to be someone.
I don't know. I see like Kenny Dillingham there. Something we're out. I'll tell you what. Virginia Tech should nail this hire. It's either Franklin or who's the second guy. If they don't get Franklin, who do they go to? It's slam dunk. Bob Chesney. It's over.
Oh,
it's over. That's who you get. You just go right down the road.
I'm with you. So, you don't have to tell me I'm Bob Chesney.
Yeah, I mean they should be an A+ hire for them. If they miss this hire, then it's on them. I want Virginia Tech to be good. I mean, I grew up in the 90s. I mean, Virginia Tech was cool on Thursday nights. Kevin Corona, $2. Wake Forest team total under, book it. What is it at? I don't mind that. At 20, as high as 23.5. Can we get at least a 21.5? I don't mind it. Where you at on that?
I mean, there was some. It's way juiced now at the 23.5. Like if you were at I think we're a little late to the party.
All right, I don't mind. I think that's a solid play. Good job, Kevin. Jacob, 1999. Appreciate the show as always. Thoughts on the Louisville game tonight? Looks like Louisville finally took some money a little bit. There's finally some buyers. There was like 1.5. There's still a couple 1.5s, but I don't know how you can trust Clemson. So up and down. I'm more on the Louisville side. I know we've already talked this one for right off the bat at the start of the show, but anything get you to the window here?
I mean, I think I would have got there at like Louisville pick, but I don't think anything's happening now. And I know there was some real sharp action on Clemson. No, I'm not. This one, you know what's going to get me to the window? Turning this game on at 7:30 and then betting something live.
There you go. I'll be at the high school game. Someone was asking who's Marion local. I'm not going to that game tonight, honestly. They got Fort Recovery. They're probably a 4-touchdown favorite. I'm going to a different game that has this one team playing, has their tight ends going to Notre Dame, their cornerbacks going to Texas A&M. So that's just right down the road for me. So I'm pretty excited about that. Central Catholic, Wapakoneta. Mike Carbone, 499. You both are about to get the 1-2 combo from DeBoer and Grubb. BP is Feinbaum. You think they'll ever get rid of the auto bid for the best G5 school?
Great message. Scoot, did we didn't best bet Oklahoma either. You want to bet 6?
Yeah, can we get better or no? You're right. There's 6.5. It's juiced. Yeah, best bet Oklahoma +6.
Take it.
There you go. Best bet Oklahoma. They're winning outright.
Yep. Don't need the points. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't think they're getting rid of the auto bid. Not yet. Now, if the auto bid starts going out there and it's like 3-4 straight seasons of losing by 40, then we'll talk.
Well, I would say also no, because they're going to probably add more teams to this playoff.
Yeah. We're going to 16.
Yeah, so if anything,
I think 16 is a joke, though. Why does the team number 1 have to go then turn around and play all? It's just 4 more games. What's the point? Oof.
I mean, so right now you'd have Ohio State versus Georgia Tech. just based on rankings.
Yeah. It's not terrible.
Listen,
we're going to have more teams with 2 losses as we play more conference games and as teams, kind of conserve a little bit if they're smart. I don't know. I know I'd have been so against it like 5 years ago. Now I'm almost numb to all the changes in college.
I was just going to say that. Like, you just get to a point where it's like acceptance is this is what it is.
Yeah.
I still, as guys that have been, around the sport for a long time, following the sport, betting the sport, it still feels weird that I don't know, that like it's just that like the elite teams are gone. So it's different now. It's a little too NFL-y in terms of the parity for me. Like, and this is just my personal, I know if you're a Vanderbilt fan or you're an Indiana fan, you're like, this is the greatest fucking thing of all time. Like, we sucked for my entire life. Now we got a chance to win. I get that. It's just different. It's different than what we grew up with for our entire lifetime, where like I liked wanting to see somebody like, can they take down Bama? Can they take down Georgia? Bama, Clemson, too high level. I liked that stuff.
You know what I don't like? That Big Ten championship game. You know how big that would be in like the BCS era? That would be like, it would be so big. And now it's just like, whatever. I'll bet it. Go Buckeyes.
I
like 499. That's what I'm at. I was like, as a fan, it hurts me. As a better, more games.
The end of from just a business standpoint, whatever. The end of the season, like like last year's Michigan-Ohio State game would have been like the most devastating loss in the history of Ohio State.
Yes, Ryan Day might have got fired. That's where we're at.
Right.
Instead, Ryan Day would beat John Cooper.
Right.
So, in any other year in the history of the sport. I mean, just because it went to the 12 that particular year, 4 team, they're out. It's a disaster. I mean, again, I honestly think they part ways. I don't know if he gets fired, but he might take another job somewhere else. That's what would have happened. That's crazy. Reich's in the chat, 499. Opinions on the Utah game, and are we firing on Hilltoppers over 54.5? Middle Tennessee will help get them this over. Yeah, we think Utah's the side. We're probably getting old. We're like, I want the right number.
Yeah.
I can only look. I tell you what, though, if you're in, you can go bet the Hall of Famers there in Vegas, -7.5. There you go. We're not getting there. I thought we might see a 7.
Yep.
Did you do anything in the Western Kentucky game? I would lean over.
Me too. There's actually 1 or 2 flat 54s out there too.
Where did I have that game at? I started looking. Yeah, I guess I got it close. I don't know. It's your call. You want best bet it or no?
You know what? Action. Let's take it. 54.
Best bet, Middle Tennessee, over 54.5. Game number 405, 3:30 kick time. Middle Tennessee, over 54.5. Best bet. Plenty of them out there, even some 54s. Kevin in the chat, $1.99. TCU plus 3.5 has to be a pure power ratings play for me. Well, it was when there was 6 out there.
Yeah, we should have
fired.
Should have fired. That was happening right as the show started on Monday.
Yeah. I bet it this morning. I took 4.5. 3.5, I think, is still worthy of a bet, not a big bet. That's where I'm at there. You agree or disagree?
Yep.
Okay. Boy, they're even getting wiped out, the 3.5s. I think TCU wins outright. And then we can get this BYU talk. Get this the fuck out. Some of these teams I just don't want to talk about anymore, about the playoffs. They're just not that good. Get them out of there. Like Virginia, I hope they lose. Get them out of there. Mike Carbone, $1.99. Heads up, BP. Bama wins. I get your newsletter free. Okay.
Deal.
I mean, that's not a good deal. I mean, a 6-point favorite wins. I mean, come on. I guess so. Hit me up. Email me if you got it. I guess deal. That's a bad deal for me though, but whatever. We're at the end of the season. Jack Fletcher, $1.99. Nebraska look ahead +7 at Penn State. Latif. I don't know. Where you at there? I didn't bet that one.
No.
I didn't bet any, honestly. I forgot. You know what? I actually forgot. I think there was a bet I was going to make. I don't know. It wasn't at our friends at FanDuel, though. Let me fire them up. See if we have any action.
Yeah, I was going to say
this would be the week to take some action. I got one in action.
Oh.
Nah, I don't know if it's best bet material. Nah, forget it. Let's see. If you pick it out, it will best bet it. What do you think it is?
I'm going to go with.
I got to have my app ready.
Is it the. All right, I know it's not the. Is it the Northern Illinois game? It
is. Here we go. It is best bet. Northern Illinois +7.5. Is that it? Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
That's too much.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. Let's see if Barb's got it. I did not.
Yep, Barb got it in.
Thank you, Barb.
Man, what number you need to take UMass?
I need more.
Yeah, me too. But oh man, I can't believe I cannot.
I did not get in on that. You guys, thank you guys, but shit, you guys got a good bet. You know that's a winner now. I did not get to it. Thank you, Barb.
I cannot believe they gave up 45 to Northern Illinois.
They're as bad as it gets. I mean, they're worse than last year. I mean, they're worse than maybe even Kent last year. How bad are these MAC teams going to get?
This is one of the guys I bet with was telling me that when we were watching the games Tuesday, and he was like, "Is this as bad as you've ever seen it? Like, this is as bad as the MAC is." I feel like a combination
as bad as it's ever been by far.
G5 is getting their talent pulled in the portal. But also the MAC is like comparatively to like the Sun Belt and stuff. I think they're just broke. Like,
yes,
there's no money. The coaches are making way less than like assistant coaches in the Power 5. There's just no money. There's nobody like.
No. I mean, they won't ever do it. They literally should drop down to FCS. That's how bad it is.
I agree.
I'm glad you brought this up. I mean, it's a noticeable difference between them and the Sun Belt at this point.
Yes.
So, I mean, they're with their Conference USA. It's just, it's bad. It hurts too, because I mean, I was there when it was pretty good.
I know.
So, I mean, you had, legit. Like, I'm not just speaking. I'm not being nostalgic. No, it was. They had talent when I was growing up. I mean,
you had Khalil Mack comes through Buffalo, Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you had
Pennington, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
I mean, even some of the left, which was good. Gronkowski was a really good college quarterback. I mean, the coaches that you had there. I mean, it's bad. I mean, you could have go look at like the MAC compared to like, they weren't the Big East, but they were like right below the Big East. They were better than the Sun Belt, easily better than the Sun Belt back in the day. But them days are gone.
Yep. I don't think they're coming back.
No, they're not. They're not. It's over. I got to read an ad. Not sure if you guys are aware of this yet, but we have an incredible 3 times a week newsletter. Mondays, you get the latest injury reports, takeaways in the NFL, and early leans, plus NHL thoughts from Moretto. Wednesdays, you get the first practice report from every team, plus BetStamp giving out EV props and much more. And Fridays, we have Kirk's Hammer. He usually writes about things he's observed as a pro bettor, things in the industry, things that have helped him get better. You can subscribe now at thehammer.bet and never miss a newsletter.
Our dub, in the next 10 years, will one MAC team get a G5 auto bid? What number would you need to bet that? Because I'd put it almost close to 0%.
Oh, if you gave me 100 to 1, I'd take that right now. In the 10 years,
I'd take 100 to 1, but
you give me 25 to 1.
I need to think about it.
Well, don't say close to 0 then.
I think I would give you 25-1.
Are we gonna be around in 10 years?
Yeah,
because I might need a lot of those years, and I mean it ain't happening anytime soon. But somebody can make a run.
Yeah. Also, I see the pucks. There was one Joey Pucks today. The game already happened. It was on the Preds game.
Oh, of course it already happened.
Of course, I'm
joking with you.
I know. That's why I didn't want to be like, oh, like yes, it was a winner too. But you know, like that's I'm sorry. That's the only one we had.
We'll have one tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll have props tomorrow. FCS. I'll hold one in the chamber. But again, if you want FCS and some team totals, I'm going to do that in the Hammer Discord.
Did you do anything? Just the one crossover? Did you do anything Kentucky, Tennessee Tech?
I didn't touch that one yet.
Dream season in Tennessee Tech.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've been asked about that game. It's right near my power rating. I got to do some reading, but that's usually doesn't equate to a bet. I mean, let me see where I'm at. I'll give you the exact power rating number on the game. I shit you not. 21.1. It's 21.5. So no bet. I don't know. I don't know how seriously Tech is taking this game. That would be, I honestly would look to lay it, but I need to do some reading. Because Kentucky's got to win, they got to win 2 more games to get to a bowl game. They've been feisty, man. I thought they were dead. Imagine the vibes around Kentucky if they'd have beaten Texas like they should have. They'd be feeling pretty good. Texas, Auburn, Florida, right in a row. Reich's $1.99. The Discord real fans are in here. Yep. I'm gonna try to boost those numbers up.
Yeah, and that's not BPFCS will do it.
Step on a Duck says Kentucky Sleepwalker.
The only thing I would say,
there's some variance.
Yeah, I would say the only is like first half of the season, Kentucky, they've got the offense now kind of going a bit, which I didn't expect. But in a game where you're going to be overmatched versus an FCS opponent, I don't know. So we'll see. Zach, did you see that? I'm out for the walk this morning, and it's nice, sun's shining. There's a lady on her phone right across the street, and she's looking right down at it. Boom, face plants on the ground. So I just go over and hey, you okay? And then she's all flustered and that gets up to all that. I walk down another block. A girl comes running out of her house, gets in her car, slams on the reverse, almost hits somebody that's coming down the street. The guy comes out of the house and screams give me my fucking phone. She says fuck you, and drives off. This is within 3 minutes of each other. I was like, what is happening?
What'd you expect? It's 8 Mile.
It's I'm about to move to the sticks with BP so I don't see anybody.
I got almost all that kind of stuff all the time. I'm too old to,
That's
somebody. Go ahead.
It reminded me when I was in, for Bet Bash, when I was going for a morning walk around the streets of Fremont, where you're like,
what the hell is
going on? People everywhere, passed out on just in the middle of the sidewalk. Man,
it's like that in a lot of places. I don't know. I think Crack retweeted a guy. Did you see they're going down roads and seeing how bad it is? It's like California in some spots, like LA. It's really bad in Vegas.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why I left, among other things.
Barb says we wouldn't last a minute in New York. So, listen, I'm not.
I used to love New York. We'll see what happens. I know you're all about you had the write-in votes for the guy, whatever.
Oh yeah, Mondami Nation, baby. Yeah, the next president.
Oh man, it's I thought you were in the good suburbs, but that's what you got. Well,
I'm in the burbs. There was just
that's crazy.
Yeah, there's just it was a random morning that I don't know. People were a little on one.
It's something else. Someone asked me, what are you watching? I'm like, an episode of Cops. Looks like a rerun. They're like, I thought you said you're sitting on your balcony. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
Cole is from the Fort Recovery area. Yeah, they're playing Marion Local tonight. They're up against it, but it's been a great year for Fort Recovery with their new coach. Trip, New York is toast. We got anything else?
we're
hey, what do we? Yeah, we could do that. San Jose State minus 9.5. Do you like it or no?
Who was it?
San Jose State minus 9.5. No,
I'm not there.
All
maybe right. Maybe I'll get there at halftime of tomorrow's game.
Let's see how many we got here.
Yeah,
we're gonna call it a show. We're rambling.
It's good in there if you've stuck around this long. The entertainment.
Yeah, I give you credit if you stuck. Well, they're sticking around because a lot of times we'll fire in like 3 best bets at the end. I think we're good. Got 7. Cincinnati minus 6.5. Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky over 54.5. Michigan State plus 7.5. Oklahoma plus 6. UCF, Texas Tech over 47.5. Jacksonville State plus 3.5 from Monday's show. We just snuck in a look ahead on Northern Illinois plus 7.5.
You know what? I forgot to do rapid fire. Maybe we'll do it during halftime tomorrow.
Give me one.
Can you believe Wisconsin took money again?
They did?
Well, it was 30.5, 31. Now it's 29.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, all right. Well, it's been that way. Hadn't it been like 29? I guess there's all right. They went down a half point.
Yeah, I mean, not crazy money, but could you lay it with JMU? We'll do a few minutes here.
Yeah. Oh, JMU
with App State. We're off to a slow start on rapid fire.
Yeah, we're really. Well, here's the thing. I mean, App State was 21.5 this morning. I wrote it down. Like, are we interested in App State plus 21.5? It's their largest ever underdog roll in Sunbelt play in 10 years. I can't lay that. I'm not built to lay that. I can see it though. It's one of the. I mean, if you're asking me, what do you bet? I mean, just generally speaking, it's about the only 20.5 out there in the market. I mean, you know what to do.
UConn, this has been the mover game of the week. UConn Air Force.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this one up.
Yeah, me too.
Plus, it's a noon kick, so we wouldn't get to it.
God damn it.
Air Force for me.
Okay.
You like the over?
I don't see. I know the number's rich. I kind of think UConn just passes it all over them. But I couldn't. Right. I got it. I've been waiting for a little bit more Air Force steam. It hasn't really. We'll see. I'll be on UConn if it hits 7. UTSA, Charlotte.
You like the over? What do you like in the game?
I thought this number's UTSA? A little cheap. Yeah, kind of like 17.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I would lean that way too. At the flat 17. I think the Charlotte's numbers got a bit up there for a few weeks, and now they had to kind of come back down. This is more, I think, where I wouldn't be on mind fading it.
Best bet? It'd be a best bet at the 4-letter network if you're looking at a screen right now.
Let me see. Oh. Yeah, yes, it would be. But don't do that unless you wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
What about
let's see how quick they are.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, let's see how we haven't talked this game all week.
Yeah,
Ohio
let's do
State.
It. What game?
Ohio State.
See, here's the thing with them. They have no motivation for margin. They're running the 3rd slowest tempo in college football. If you look at the 2 games that they have not covered this year, laying 28 against Ohio, pushed it, and then last week laying 29. I don't know if there's going to be enough possessions.
They're managing the season so well. Like, they don't have almost any injuries. They're just handling the business.
I got that bet in.
Yeah, I know.
So, folks, you got to finish off on a nice one. You guys got me on Northern Illinois. I'm a little pissed about that. But, especially if the game finishes 7. You're going to see a fired up BP on next Friday.
It's fine. I got nothing going after this, so I'm if we're going a few over, unless you got a high school game to be at.
Yeah, but it's only 15 minutes away.
UTEP, Missouri State.
UTEP, Missouri State. Didn't Missouri State take some money today?
Yeah. God, if I tell you what, the week after, here's what I'm thinking. This is just two.
It's always the week after with this.
It's always the week after.
UTEP's going to win the game.
So I know. Yes, I agree with you. It's always the week after.
Well, look no further than the Delaware game against Liberty. Oh, Delaware can beat Liberty. Now they get pummeled. Fucking Liberty scores 59. Next week, Liberty puts 17, gets beat at home outright. Delaware, miraculous come from behind win over, Louisiana Tech. It's just a joke. UTEP.
Yeah,
best bet at 5.5.
Yeah, give me 5.
Best bet UTEP plus 5.5. Barb, you're gonna have to go. Can't do our friends at FanDuel. They got it at 4.5.
And I like because it's always the week after, and I don't like. To me, I don't think Missouri State's any damn good. Like to be laying this kind of number, I get out of there. UTEP outright. I should have put him in the money line round robin. It was on the short list. This is a classic. Yeah.
What's going to happen. The game that'll fuck us will be Oklahoma, Alabama. The guy gets
you're going to be given the newsletter for free.
It'll be a 1-point Alabama win. We'll take that though. Yeah.
Oh man, we didn't. Texas State got steamed. There's threes up.
I didn't get there because I was worried they had that fight at the end of last week's game.
Yeah. Most of those guys, after we looked at it, weren't like starters, though.
No, a couple guys are. Not all of them, but there's a couple starters.
There's a couple guys, yeah.
I can only lay 3 with Southern Miss.
Me too. At this
best
point,
bet,
I know.
Or no? I can't. You best bet them. No, fucking Texas State will win by 24.
I know.
Cannot best bet that one.
No.
But I can only look towards Southern Miss there. Cam Combs coming in, $1.99. That's why we continue overtime here.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Sun Devils?
New York weekend.
Yeah, thoughts on the Sun Devils is a big home favorite. I bet them. It's just, I think after a couple of wins, West Virginia's feeling themselves a little bit and probably shouldn't, in my opinion. I don't mind ASU off the bye. It's just there was a lot better out there in the market.
Yeah, I know. We're late to the party on that number.
Yeah.
Illinois, Maryland. Illinois, a big number.
Somebody asked me about this game this morning. What worries me in Maryland? Obviously, is Loxley going to get fired or not? What worries me, there's been a couple point moves in their games the last couple weeks, and I don't necessarily understand it, but that money was more than correct last week. Remember, we were looking to bet Maryland last week. Rutgers, doesn't have a pulse on defense, beats them by 15. Illinois, though, is not a team I want to lay 16 with.
No, it's too big. And I think
17 tomorrow. We'll best bet it.
We'll see. I might get there.
They might get there, yeah.
UAB, North Texas.
Oh wow, you're rapid fire. We'll just do a show in rotation order. A rundown. It looks a little rich.
It does look a little rich. God, I don't know if I have the stomach for UAB though. But North Texas defensively hasn't been great. Oh, one that I'm glad. This is why sometimes we go Georgia Tech, BC.
Georgia Tech, BC. I bet BC, but
what? Okay, at what number?
Yeah, you know what number it was. So think of the closest key number, and go up half a point above it.
Yeah. This hasn't moved all week.
No. BC could be dead. They gave 2 good efforts against Louisville and Notre Dame. They were dead in the second half last week. That worries me. Georgia Tech still has a lot to play for. They're off a bye. They're fresh. Yeah. I like Haynes King off a bye, so I was playing a number when I made the bet. That's all it was.
No, good cap though on the spot. Probably I'm going to keep me off BC.
Jake Wood was asking about the UConn team total over with that terrible Air Force pass D, because you were mentioning that. What is the team total?
What is that team? It's going to be real rich though.
36.5 doesn't seem terrible.
There's even a
35.5.
Yeah, there is a 35.5.
Don't hate it. Jake Wood sends in $4.99 since going late. Reminder: Joey couldn't afford Skylar Bell. God
damn it, Jake! Fuck you. Get there. Take that refund on the charge. I don't know. Can we charge people that? God, the one guy we don't pay up for him, and I was like, who gives a shit? Guy's the best receiver in the fucking country this year, stats wise. But we cheaped out. We didn't have any money left after Underwood. We cheaped out on Skylar Bell, and he's setting records.
That Underwood contract. He's got to start getting better. Or that's going to be a bad contract.
We better see something tomorrow.
Well, I don't know if you think you're going to see something tomorw against Northwestern.
We'll see. Wrigley in the fucking wind in Chicago.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see anything.
No. I might see him running like the quarterback.
You know, it'd be worth the $10 million if he has the best game of the season against you know who.
Well, yeah, but I got to tell you,
that would be worth the $10 million.
I might have like the hold your nose bankroll special on Ohio State money line because I'm telling you, the streak is over.
Benjamin Rash, $4.99. Follow up for Monday, Golden Gopher time. You gonna best bet him at 25.5?
No, I'm not. It's not just Benny. I'm gonna bet it. I'm not gonna best bet it. Best bet it. I needed it for 1.5 higher, which I thought we would get. It didn't happen. So
I guess we gotta start doing overtime. We get in a bunch of super chats that can pay for Barbara's night out. Manhattan.
Bert said, "Do you ever find out what happened in the super chat? No, if you see Pizzola and Moretto walking around with a Rolex, then
yeah,
what happens?"
All right, that's gonna do the show. We went overtime. That'll do it. For the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish. I'm Brad Powers. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you to Barb for producing. Reminder: tomorrow, halftime, Notre Dame-Pitt. We're also going to do a little special on Michigan Northwestern. Make sure you join us for that. You just watched Hit the Books, part of the Hammer Betting Network, sponsored by FanDuel. See you tomorrow.